Have you ever been in a position where someone told you that you are too nice and rejected you, and it left you feeling uncertain, confused, and don't know how to act from that point onwards? And let me tell you one thing, this isn't about what she said. This is about something that's deeper within you that's been waiting for it to come out and for it to be seen. And it's the fact that you lack that kind of masculine edge that a woman needs in her man. So it's not that she's rejecting your kindness in a way, she's rejecting that lack of spine and a backbone because a woman needs to feel that sense of boundaried strength from a man she's with. And if you've been in this position, then this video is for you. So, if you're new here, I'm Vesh and I'm a men's relationship coach, and I help men heal their traumas, attachment issue, and wounded masculinity in order for them to actually pursue meaningful connection with women. Now, if you want to work on your traumas, your attachment issues, or if you are someone who is constantly being stuck in friend zone, or if you are the nice guy and you want to work with me in order for you to disintegrate these learned behaviors and patterns, you can reach out to me through Instagram, DM me the keyword coach for you to book a consultation with me. So let's be honest, when she says that you are too nice, she doesn't mean that she wants someone who is cold or who is rude or who disrespects her, but she wants someone who is strong as a man. And she is saying that she feels your kindness is actually not rooted in confidence, but it's rooted from a place of insecurity, from a place of you actually being worried that you might lose her, or from a place of not having that faith within yourself to actually draw your own boundaries and even express your needs. In a way, you are like an yes man who basically always accommodates to her needs and who is very agreeable with the woman that you are with. And this also shows that you have a fear of being disliked and you have a fear of being in conflict because you don't know how to stand up for yourself. You don't know how to even reject a person who doesn't choose you in the very first place because you just want someone to like you at the end of the day. And in a way, you end up putting her needs always above your needs, not from a place of love. You tell yourself it's from a place of love, but truly unconsciously, it's actually from a place of self protection. Because in a way, no woman actually wants to be with a yes man. She wants to feel your strength. She wants to feel your essence. She wants to know your boundaries because even if she might not necessarily agree with that in the very beginning, a woman needs a strong man to actually fall back into her femininity and also feel safe. And especially in today's age and time, especially in this age of feminism, because women are more masculine than ever before. They are constantly fighting for their own rights all the time. This has kind of liquidated the gender roles very much. Just because women's educational needs and professional needs are equal, men kind of think that, women are kind of ahead of them or women are fully, like them. But let's be honest, men and women, we are two different biological species altogether. We need equal rights, but that does not mean that we are equal in the ways we function, especially when it comes to relationships. So, when you are that extremely nice guy, eventually what's going to happen is she doesn't feel that kind of edge from you and she cannot even develop any kind of attraction towards you. This is why you often get rejected by someone saying that you are too nice. The next thing I want you all to know is the nice guy behavior is actually a trauma response. To be honest, the nice guys are very inertly manipulative in a lot of ways. They have learned these habits in their childhood where they have to be extremely agreeable in front of their parents for them to be accepted. So they would do anything it takes in order for them to actually get that kind of love from the person in front of them. And when you're doing things with the hidden agenda behind that, you are not doing it truthfully. You are doing with the intention that if I do certain thing for her, then maybe she'll like me and maybe she'll choose me. But oftentimes, what happens is this backfires. You grew up in a household where love was conditional and you constantly had to be good, you constantly had to be kind, and maybe even indulge in those kind of people pleasing habits for you to actually earn that love. And now this has become your pattern. So, in a way, do not justify your niceness to be entirely selflessness because selflessness is something a true masculine man does. He shows up for a woman fully, but he also knows his own worth. He knows where he stands and he knows his power and strength and even knows what his worth is. So maybe even one of your parent was critical, maybe you were punished for expressing yourself, maybe you never even got the chance to express your negative emotions in your household, that caused you to believe that hey, all these negative emotions is not something that can be accepted. If I put boundaries or if I say no to someone else, that means I would not get love. So you become an overly agreeable man in a pursuit of winning the woman's attention. And you learn to quietly suppress your own needs, your own voice, and now these patterns are also repeating in the relationship. And what's happening at the end of the day? You are the one who is left in a position where you are put in a friend zone, or you are the one who is getting rejected by women. And don't have this perception in your head that, women do not reject men who are good looking. I have seen a lot of good looking men getting rejected by women because they don't feel that strong masculine presence from them. Now, these are some things that you can actually do to connect with your masculine power. In a way, when you are in a nice guy habit, you are operating from your wounded feminine energy. Your masculine energy is completely deactivated in this area because you want someone to love you. Your need for someone else to choose you and love you is more than you actually protecting yourself and standing up for yourself. So, the first thing that you need to understand is what are your needs? Connect to your truth, connect to what your needs are in a relationship. Start sitting and analyzing how do you want her to show up in your life and how do you want her to show up and choose you? Do you want to be with someone who reciprocates the same efforts that you are actually putting in, or do you want to be in something that's one sided? Because if you want to be in something one sided, you can continue what you're doing. But if you want to be in a relationship that is reciprocal, you have to learn to firstly identify your own needs and speak up about your own needs. If you're looking for a relationship, you have to say that in the very beginning of a connection. Don't be in that hope that maybe if you keep doing, you keep overgiving, or you keep extending your own self to please this woman, she's going to fall in love with you. No woman is actually going to fall in love with you because you do something for her. Women tend to fall in love mainly with the character of the person, with the personality of the man. And then she falls in love with how she can relax. And then she also falls in love because you are reliable, you're trustworthy, your words and actions align, and you can even stand up for yourself. A man who cannot stand up for himself cannot stand up for his own woman. So if she even remotely senses that she can manipulate you, she can walk all over you, she is not going to trust you and she's not going to respect you. Because think of it this way, who can actually cross a strong masculine man? If you're someone who's confident, if you're someone who's smart and intelligent, can someone actually manipulate you? But let's come to this one thing. Women are more emotionally intelligent. They know how men work and they know how to use it for their own advantage. And if you're someone who tolerates anything that a woman throws in front of you, guess what's going to happen? She's not going to trust your leadership because you are not even showcasing that sense of emotional leadership in your relationship. The second thing I want y'all to know is learn to say no. Every time you say no to someone else, you're saying yes to yourself. If you do not want to go out or if you don't want to do certain thing to please her, speak up. There's nothing wrong in saying no. There is something very attractive about a man who is not afraid of saying no. And you don't have to say no unnecessarily, just, to create some kind of attraction. Whenever you think your gut feeling is saying no, speak up about that. Whenever you feel that she is not behaving the way you want her to behave, speak up about that. If you are being extremely good to her, if you are being kind and respectful to her, and you feel that she is not showing up in the same manner towards you, speak up about that. If she's not being consistent with you, speak up. You all have to learn to speak up about your needs and start confronting the person in front of you. Confront them kindly, nicely, respectfully. This is not to be aggressive and this is not for you to actually, have a fight with that person. But learn to assert your needs and boundaries when it's required and learn to say no when it's required. The third thing is release your need to be liked by the person in front of you. If you operate from this space where you actually put the woman on a pedestal, you think she's better than you, not consciously, but maybe unconsciously, you will always do whatever it takes so that she can like you. You always think that maybe if I do this for her, she will like me. Maybe if I show up for her, maybe if I hold her emotions, support her all throughout, she's gonna like you. no, this is often going to backfire, and this is often going to be the same thing that puts you in a friend zone. First of all, if you're just in a connection, if she's not even your girlfriend, you shouldn't even be in a position where you're constantly, fathering her. You are not someone who is here to hold all her emotions, and she also needs to have the ability to self regulate. The worst thing I see happening again and again is you guys become an emotional cushion for her. Let's say she is probably in a mess with another guy and she comes and talks to you about how she is suffering in that relationship, and you end up giving advice to her. Why do you need to do that? Like, for real. And don't give me the reason that it's because you like her so much and you know that she deserves to be with someone like you. Please stop these kind of behaviors. You have better things to do in your life. You have a life that you want to build. You need to have a purpose. You need to have a mission. You need to work on your finances and not listen to a woman that's crying. Okay, if she's your girlfriend, that's a whole different thing. If you guys are in a relationship, that's a whole different thing. Then it's your responsibility to hold space for a woman, hold space for an emotion. But the reason someone rejects you saying that you are too nice is because you are too agreeable and you don't have any boundaries or a life of your own. And usually women sense this very early on. So you're not here to be approved of. In a way, you need to remember that you're here to be respected. And especially when it comes to a woman falling in love with a man, she cannot love a man she does not respect. Respect is the first thing that has to come inside a woman for her to actually fall in love with a man. And the reason she even probably said that you are too nice is because she does not respect you. And respect comes when you stand in your own truth, even if other people do not agree with you. In a way, this is where you tell yourself, this is what I stand for. This is how I want to be treated. This is where you connect to your core. And when you believe in what you stand for and you don't compromise on it, this is what makes a woman feel safe around you. It's not about what you do for her alone, but it's about how you stand in your own truth, how you are centered within yourself without being afraid of anyone else. It's not your niceness that's going to make her fall in love with you, it's your integrity that's going to make her fall in love with you. So remember one thing, you don't have to abandon yourself to keep falling in love. You don't have to shrink yourself to fall in love with someone. The right woman doesn't want you to be nice. The right woman wants you to be authentic, and the right woman wants you to be real. And this is only when she can respect you and fall in love with you. Now, if you want to work on your nice guy habit, your attachment issues, and if you want to get coached by me, you can reach out to me through Instagram, DM me the keyword coach to book a consultation with me. I hope this episode was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.